Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Thanks for joining me for another crafty venture. Today I am here with the Sassy and Crafty team, so I'm calling this a Sassy and Crafty venture, and this is Sweet Miss Petunia. So Petunia is one of the three mascots for Sassy and Crafty, if you are unaware. There's Pickles, Peaches, and Petunia, and they represent different folks on the Sassy and Crafty team, and you can check out their blog for more information on that. But the name of this stamp set is Petunia Chicken Tales, and it is absolutely adorable. I had to have it when I saw it, and I don't know where I've been, because some of these stamp sets that I'm getting, they've been around for a while, but I didn't see them. So I digress. Let me get back to it. I didn't know which image I wanted to use. Like, they're all so stinking adorable. I had to print them all out. I had to. And then, of course, I wanted to incorporate the thank you stamp set. Miss Jalissa made a post a week or so ago about just flooding the internet with thank yous and just positivity and things like that. And I thought it was a fantastic idea and hadn't yet done a thank you card. So I wanted my Petunia card to be a thank you. So I pulled out the thank you stamp set and I really pondered over which sentiments to use. Sentiments are hard for me. They really are hard for me. Unless it's a die cut sentiment and it becomes like an element on the card itself. I struggle with the words, and I'm a words person, so I don't know. But anyway, I was using my Everblends to color her up, and I'm pretty happy with that coloring job. I am no colorist. I'm very much a novice with the whole alcohol ink thing, but I'm happy with how she turned out. I wish I wouldn't have lost the footage. So my phone is really struggling with storage, and it shut off on me, and I didn't hear it click. And so totally my fault, and I do apologize. But I'm pretty happy with her. Y'all let me know. Give me some tips and hints with alcohol ink coloring down below if you have some to share with me. I'd love to hear them. You can see that I am just fussy cutting her out. And I left a pretty big white border, but I wanted to clean it up a little bit. And I just wanted her to be able to pop. And I like the white frame, whether it's on the images, each individual elements, or the card itself. I like a frame. Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's not. In this case, I really wanted the frame. So I used her, and I used this sweet little baby chick. Did y'all see? Can you see the baby chick up in the top right corner? Adorable. Like, I couldn't not use the baby. So here I am just taking some of my Brutus Monroe embossing ink, and I'm putting it through the knitted stencil because I felt like it kind of looked like chicken prints or chicken scratch. Am I off base? Y'all let me know. That's my imagination at work. But I thought, you know what? Every chicken needs a little sparkle. So I used my vintage sparkle Brutus Monroe embossing powder, and I think it's super pretty. I just wanted the tone-on-tone look, like chicken scratch in the dirt. That was kind of where my brain was going. And side note, this card has morphed numerous times, but I'm happy with the end result. So that's my chicken scratch, and this is my nod at kind of a fence, even though I add another fence in the end. But this is the waffle cone stencil, and I'm just putting some Crackle Distress Texture Paste through it, and I don't know why I turned it on its side to make squares instead of leaving it in its original orientation to have the diamond. I don't know. I can't speak to that. I just did what I felt in the moment. So I am adding some distress embossing glaze to the texture paste, and then I hit it with a heat tool. I let it dry for a little bit, but then I hit it with a heat tool to kind of speed up the process. And later on I show some pictures up close so you can see all the texture. But I cut those two panels out with some dies from my stash, and then I decided that I wanted to mount them on top of another colored panel that brought in that kind of mustardy, Dijon-y orange, brown, yellow that I have on Petunia. So I pulled that from my stash. It's a 12 by 12 pad from Joann's. I think it's Park Lane is the brand, but it's metallic. It's really cool. So again, cut that out with just a die from my stash, mounted it, and then I am layering my various panels. So I have the panel down with the embossing paste. That one's down, and now I mounted the chicken scratch up on some fun foam, and then I have them together, and in between I was putting something heavy on it. You can see my Tim Holtz haberdashery scissors. I love to say the word haberdashery. Say it with me. Haberdashery. I love that word. So I used my case to hold those down. It's not incredibly heavy, but it was heavy enough. And so you see I glued down Petunia, and I used an acrylic block to hold her down. Ultimately, I scoot her over a little bit because she's kind of hanging off that panel, and I want her fully in scene. And so this is it's essentially a chain link die from my stash. I felt like it looked a little bit more like chicken wire than what I was trying to go for with that back panel. But yeah, I think it's fun. And so I just added some glue down to the places where the wire intersects, and I mounted it down, and again used my acrylic block. I did add some fun foam to the ends so that they are adhered and they're not just flopping around and risk pulling off. But there's the sweet baby. Look at that baby. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely adorable. So here is the thank you stamp set, and it's a great sentiment scent. I can't talk. Sentiment set. There's lots of different things that you can do to mix and match to create your own sentiments, but there's also some really great ones. It can be thank you for doing the stuff and the things. Sending, wait, there's a sending on there. Maybe there's not. A small you and are always there. Thank you. I've got 2 words for you. And then to let you know that you are the best thing in my life. You've really outdone yourself. All I can say is so much, bunch. There's a lot. I'll stop reading. But you get the idea. You can really build your own sentiment, mix and match to get it to say exactly what you want. And I think maybe that's sometimes why I struggle with a sentiment, because I don't know exactly what I want it to say. Or if I do, I can't find a sentiment that says it. So initially I just did the thank you. Just really short and sweet and simple. Thank you. Stamped it out in some acorn ink from my, what is that? Versifying Claire on that metallic cardstock from Park Lane. And then off screen, I decided I wanted to use the Hey Chick from the Petunia set, because I love that the fonts are the same font, though they're different sets. So you can really mix and match and, you know, use different sets and pull your stuff together, and it stretches the life of your product. So look, it says Hey Chick, and it's the exact same font as the thank you. I love it. What do you guys think? When you see the texture, look at that texture. So you can see all the crackle, and you can see that the embossing glaze stuck in some high places, and then the low places are all white. It's really cool effect. I really like the crackle distress texture paste. I think that might be one of my favorite products. But overall, this is one of my favorite Sassy and Crafty cards, and I will be using Petunia and her friends again soon. So guys, thanks for watching. This is Nancy, the Handy Scandy, on the Sassy and Crafty design team for February. And guys, I'll be back soon. Thanks. Leave me a comment downstairs, like, subscribe, all the things, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.